Hello, Taz B here. So today I'm doing a friend mail, and this friend mail comes to me from Lori with It All Adds Up. And I think I know what it is. Gail had, her 10K celebration and giveaway, and there was a off-grid book that was donated, and I really wanted it, and my work partner, we were trying to finish up our day, and when I heard about the book, I was like, oh, I want that book. So, I did the hashtag, and my name got drawn. So, let's see what it is. At least I hope it's the book. So, let's go. Yes, sir, it is. Whoops, there goes that. Off-Grid Survival Master Plan. 70 plus DIY projects for energy, food, water, and security. There's the book. It's got nice big print. Pictures. I mean, this thing is cool. Let's take a gander at the table of contents. Chapter 1, why. Part 1 of the book has to do with independent energy. It tells you about the basics of off-grid power, how to build a basic solar power system, wind power system, backup generators, gas propane, DIY options, and then something about hybrid systems. I guess combining everything together. That's pretty interesting. Safe and sustainable water. Okay, let's see. Rainwater harvesting, water filtration, purification, storage without electricity, gravity system, tanks and cisterns. How to dig a well by hand. Step-by-step grid water access, gray water recycling, how to reuse water safely in off-grid living, outdoor showers and eco-toilets, off-grid hygiene made simple, efficient energy storage solutions. That's part 2. Part 3, self-sufficient food. Planting your off-grid garden, grow more. It says grow more with less. That's probably a section that Gail would love to read. Natural composting, organic fertilization, food preservation techniques, hydration, fermentation, and canning. Let's see, raising small livestock, chicken, rabbits, and more. Which of course, a lot of this section here, Gail and I do some of it. DIY off-grid cooking, clay oven, solar cookers, and rocket stoves. I have actually done a solar cooker before in the Scouts. Foraging and wild edibles, supplementing your off-grid diet. Growing up in Alaska for 6 years, whenever my family, we would go camping, we would get like raspberries, blueberries, out while we were camping. Then we got part 4, security and survival, perimeter security and entry control, long-term food and supply storage, off-grid first aid, and herbal remedies. That'd be interesting. Communication without the grid, walkie-talkies and ham radios. My dad used to have a ham radio in Alaska when we were kids. Mental and emotional preparedness for off-grid life. Oh, man. Yeah, I bet you, there's probably all whole different kinds of stresses when you're living off-grid. Excuse me. Advanced security measures for off-grid living. Let's see, and part 5, extra projects and action plans. How to build a tiny house or modular shelter. Useful crafts, candles, soap, traps, and basic furniture. Which Gail's got the soap down. She knows how to do that. Off-grid preparedness checklist. Oh, okay. Basic to full self-reliance. Oh, okay. Pretty cool. First 90-day step-by-step survival plan. Oh, so it's going to hold your hand while you do it. That's pretty cool. Turning off-grid, living into a family lifestyle. Off-grid mindset, staying resilient. Building an off-grid community. So families getting together to live off-grid, i.e. living like in the 1800s, in the Wild West, I bet. Advanced do-it-yourself off-grid hacks and innovations. Sorry, can't. Allergies are a pain right now in Texas, let me tell you. Let's see. Bonus section, tools, resources, and growth. So chapter 5, recommended tools, resources, and books. Chapter 36, progress journal. Also, we can keep track of how you're progressing. Chapter 37, how to monetize your off-grid lifestyle. Okay. YouTube, courses, ebooks, and more. Chapter 38, top 10 mistakes to avoid when going off-grid. And then, looks like it's got a final action toolkit, expanded project journal, and then a glossary, for those words that you might not understand. But I mean, the print is super nice and big. So I'm stoked. I can't wait to start reading this. Maybe I might even do a couple little projects in the backyard just to see if I can do it, But yes, I told my coworker, I told him I really want this book, and I was so ecstatic when my name got drawn for it. So thank you, Lori. Thank you for this book. I plan on putting it to good use, and I'm sure there's stuff in here, like all the gardening stuff that's in here. I'm sure Gail's going to want to peruse through that. So thank you very much. So with that, guys, be kind to one another, love each other, and we'll see you later. Tasby out.